Today's discussion is dating after 40. My name is Jessica Ann Pressler. I'm a licensed clinical social worker and
My name is Sylvia Puentes. I am a nurse entrepreneur and faith-based coach and mentor.
and what's very important to note is that we have been friends for over 20 years and have been through each other's lives ups and downs together. So we're here to discuss a lighter subject than we usually discuss, and that's dating after 40. So I am married. I was married 4 years yesterday, and I was dating after 50. And you, Sylvia,
And I am not married, and I am dating after 40 something.
how is that for you?
Um, it's quite interesting. It can be fun, and to be honest, sometimes it can feel like, okay, I'm over this. But it is interesting,
Hmm.
and I think that um, the thing with dating after 40 is that we're in a place where we've come to know ourselves,
Right,
are, the things that we're willing to basically accept and not accept,
right,
not, compromise, not compromise on.
right.
And so, hopefully that means that we make better choices and we become aware of, like, the red flags and all
Right.
of that good stuff.
Right. And also, what you look for in a man woman person is different as well, because when you're dating in your 20s, you may be looking for someone to actually have a family with. When you're dating your 30s and maybe 40s too, but depending on where your children are, you may be looking for someone to parent with. But I know for me, and I know our kids are similar in age, we were dating more, or at least I was dating more for companionship. How about you?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah, my children are, you know, pretty grown up already. And though it is very important that the person that I meet, um, you know, come to love my children and accept them, get along with them,
Right.
um, they've already been parented. Although obviously you want someone who will take an interest in pouring into your children and
Oh,
really becoming part of,
out of the question.
creating a family.
Right.
They're grown, but I would like to have that, that, I don't know, blended family, or create that, become a family.
Absolutely agree with you. So that's what other things are you looking for now?
Well, I'm looking for, first and foremost, I'm looking for a man who is a man of God. So he must know God, seek God, be a man of prayer. That's number one on the list for me. I'm also looking for someone who is reliable. And,
What does it mean when you say reliable?
well, we're not in high school, and not that that's acceptable at any time, but as I said, we're older now, and I'm looking for someone who is who knows what he wants, and will go for that, and who's dependable,
Hmm.
you know um not looking for perfection. We're not in a rom-com or Lifetime movie. um and I'm flawed, but looking for someone who is serious about being a committed partner, and someone who really wants to do life with me. Humor is also a big thing for me. Like, he needs to be able to just laugh and
Hmm.
have a good time. Can laugh at me even. I'm good. Yeah, I laugh at myself. So,
But the
but no,
Mhm.
like those qualities, and really just that companionship and that dependability, that through the peaks and valleys, I know that I can count on you.
So the one thing that does come to play though when you're dating someone when you're older, that he is also has a history and more baggage. So you come in, you're not just, meeting when you're in your teens or your early 20s and you're growing your life together and there's no exes and there's no other stuff that the person brings. But you are at a place, when you're dating, when you're older, that you bring your own baggage and they do as well. So you have to understand that piece of it, especially if
Right.
you're going to meet someone who has had a family already.
Yeah, absolutely. And and
And, and,
uh
and Liz lived that way for, let's just say they didn't have a family yet, but they've been living alone for, 20 years and are set in their ways. I mean, that's some things that you'll come upon dating later in life.
yeah, yeah. And again, that's where knowing yourself comes in, like what you're willing to take on, compromise on, work with,
Right.
and and also just, like we said, no one is perfect, but someone who's willing to do the work as well. Because relationships, if they're beautiful and love is wonderful, but they require effort.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's true. And then, of course, companionship is a big piece of it because, well, you're still 40s, but when you get older, dating people that are older, sometimes retirement is coming up. And then you can have this wonderful life of, potentially, if you agree on the same things, travel and just sharing just day to day, it could be a very fun period of life as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why you don't uh, opposites do attract, but you want some sameness in there as well. And I feel that opposites, it's really about, like, sometimes that person's strength might be your weakness, and they can, help you, lift you up to
Right.
that part, help you with that. And their weakness might be your strength, and you're there to, basically help them as well.
Right.
It's just interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you, so you have a date coming up?
I do. I have a date coming up this weekend.
Oh,
Looking forward to it. It's so far it seems like there's compatibility there. So I'll keep
so
you
far,
all posted.
so far on the phone?
So far on the phone, yeah. Just in having conversations, there seems to be some good compatibility there. Worst case scenario, I've met a really nice person.
And I'll be sitting at that table next to you, watching over. Uh,
You're betting. You're
I'm
betting that
betting
we.
for sure. Any
Yeah.
advice you can give the over 40 daters out there?
Um, I think that it's important to be honest with oneself
Mm-hmm.
and not try to not go in with the mindset of, oh, I can fix this, I can make this better.
Can't
Let's
change
be
another
honest.
person. You
You
can't.
can't change. No, you can't change another person. Um, love is a powerful thing, but ultimately it doesn't change someone. So go, be honest with yourself and know, like, okay, this didn't work in the past, so it's most likely not going to work now.
Right.
And just, yeah, just be honest with yourself. Know that, know the things that you're willing to compromise on, and what you're not willing to compromise on, what your boundaries are.
Understand. Makes perfect sense. All
Yeah.
right. I think we're going to end today because our time is up on this recording device. So I'm Jessica Ann Pressler, licensed clinical social worker. To find me on YouTube, it's Jessica Ann Pressler, LCSW. Uh, Click to subscribe. Is that the right thing to say? And you, Sylvia?
Yes. Yes. And I'm Sylvia Puentes. I'm a nurse entrepreneur and I'm also a faith-based coach and mentor. And you can find me on YouTube, Sylvia Puentes. Just like and subscribe.
And we are doing another one that we'll be uploading today about trauma and in your childhood and how it affects your adult relationships and yourself in your adulthood. And we have some other ones we've loaded already up on our YouTube channel. And we'll continue to do this. If you have any ideas on what we could do for future YouTube, please let us know. Bye. Bye.
Bye.